Hello, good afternoon, good evening, and good night and good morning and all that good stuff. Welcome to the Friday stream. Let's flick over to that screen 1 second because I've just noticed on the horizon there, massive electricity problem. Anyway, can we have an AV check, please? Are we all good? Yes, we are. That's good stuff. Thank you for 44 months, Frosty. Big hugs from yourself, Mrs. Squirrel. Many thanks for all you do. Thank you very much. And Bob and Ratty, welcome back in DC. Thanks for 4 months. Rebab with 6. Adri93 with a new sub. Thank you. AV's all good. Have you all had a good Friday, good week? Finished work, finished school. Looking forward to the weekend. Apples dude, welcome back. Ratty says love your streams. Thank you for 14, Ratty. Svi Cyborg, thank you for 49 months. Apples dude with 8. Lol Bob. Well, what do we have here? Well, have I got an electricity problem anyway? I've got loads of electricity availability. There must be a connection issue. Okay, that's interesting.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Okay, so they don't appear to be connected to the grid. Which is kind of curious. Get a shave. You first, Dave. A 48-hour weekend shift to do. Oh dear, Emmy. Exactly, Squirrels and Nutter. That's what I thought. Leap megawatt production. That's pretty good, actually.
Welcome back.
Gonna leap megawatts. That's amazing. What a city. Solid Bond, welcome back. I don't want to put a... How can we best bridge this power? I don't want power cables running over there. I should have got the underwater power cable mod. That's what I should have done. And avoided this whole issue. Oh well. We're just going to have to do that. Let's see if that solves the problem. I thought that had actually made it worse then, and then it suddenly cleaned up. Good evening from Denmark. Good evening, Trucker. You got an application for memory when your ETS2 crashed? An application error. So now you've got to get a new PC. Oh, and so you get a new PC, gotcha. You need a bit more than 50p, Bob. 50p in the meter. Like 50p a minute. Okay, that looks good. I think we need some more what's it called? Garbage. Oh no, garbage collection's good actually. Although these seem to be suffering here a little bit. For some reason. Be nice to get some garbage collection a bit closer, but I suppose I could put something inside the industrial area, but it's going to add more traffic here. Which I don't really want to do, but this industrial area has not been used yet, so maybe that's the answer. Update iPhone, good morning. Hey, Donkey. Recovery Manjack, thank you. What's ever happened to the thing you were mentioning about going to Heathrow baggage and doing a video? Seeing the ins and outs and behind the scenes. The video was put live like March last year, I think. It's actually on my channel. Hey, Joe. I did, Yoshi. Well, actually, I don't know. I installed... Depends which one you suggested, Yoshi. I've installed a few mods. For a start, I've got the Find It mod, so Control F to find stuff. I installed the community college one, which may have been your suggestion. I installed another one that I can't remember now. Why didn't I get a notification that you were live? I think that's a question for Twitch, not me. I don't have anything to do with their notification platform.
Happy anniversary.
Subscribe to the join the Steam group. That's a guaranteed way of getting a notification. Look at the schedule, and because you're a sub, then you should be able to get a text message, I think, unless they've broken that. You can't. The bottom line is we know that Twitch is twitchy. That's it. There is no way around this. The Steam notifications are pretty regular. They don't often break. Let's get some power generation and stuff down here. That should help dispatch to sort out this area a little bit. You've never had a notification from Twitch? Wow. I mean, you know, Costa, there is a schedule. And it's usually right. Not this week, but usually it is. Right, so what was I going to do with this area? Oh yeah, I was thinking about this area over here, and I was thinking to myself... Oh, I also got Baz's latest creations as well, so I've got some more road networks. Yeah, I was thinking about this, and thinking I'm not really sure I want that tram going through, though. Through this junction here. So I was thinking about just reworking this junction, maybe pull... I don't know, I might just have this road come in that way and hit the junction there.
Welcome back.
I'm not sure, I'm just not happy with that. Not happy with it. I don't really want a roundabout though, no. One of those Baz's creations. How big is it, Bob? Currently 90k, going up towards 100 soon. What's the blue button next to the hand lens and the bottom bar? The blue button next to the hand lens. Next to the what? The hand lens. Do you mean this? It's just water, that's what you mean. A Russian roundabout, perfect. Legit Rob, Paul, how are you doing, my lord? Legit Rob, I'm doing pretty decent actually, thank you. Mrs. Squirrel's back tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. And thank you for the bits, Rally 4. Thank you so much for 3 years support. Dream Trucker, I can't even count that high, 49 months. Solid Bond, welcome back. Vanilla Donut, 16 months, here's to Yachts 5. Thank you very much, Vanilla. BioTurtle, welcome back. We are going to get an airport this evening, yes. I've already sort of mentally sketched things out. I also want to do like a tourist zone as well. And I can't decide whether to do a tourist sort of entertainment area here, or whether to do it... so if the airports go in here, like, if we put the airport here, then this, you know, there are options. What I'm actually thinking maybe is put the airport here on this flat bit of land, so there's no mountains around it. Put the airport here, and then have this perhaps as like a downtown Vegas type setup. So, you know, you land here, get on the metro, gamble your money away, go back home. It's that kind of a setup. Because I know Dave likes Vegas. Well, this is relatively flat land. And, you know, it has a major road next, so it kind of seems to work better. I kind of like the way the river goes around here, and if we're doing some kind of tourist entertainment thing, it seems like better for that than just having an airport. Well, an airport on the other side of the river is not really going to work. I think we need to stay clear of all the mountains, put it that way. So maybe, like, it could go here. Maybe it could go anywhere here. There's also this block of land. So, I don't know, we could do, like, tourism here, entertainment here. airport here. Something like that. You know, hotels and all that. Well, we don't really have... We don't have a fantastic coast, to be fair. We do have... This is probably the best... This is probably the best bit of coast that we have. We could do something down here, certainly. I'd have to get rid of all these trees, but we could certainly make that into... But I could also make just this into a nice kind of sleepy coastal town, you know? Bring a road off there or off here and just make it into a nice little suburb. You know, not a nice part of the city. Maybe move these chocolate creators somewhere else. Don't have hotels right by the airport. They'd kind of be in the district. You need to put the tourist area in the middle of a high dense industry. Industry? No. You don't want tourists going into the middle of a polluted industry. Well, the industrial cargo is down here, kind of out of the way at the moment. With a possible bit of industry could be put there. Connor, mods, subs, donators, cheerers, chat, and of course Baz. I've had a full-on assessment today, so please bring me the chills. You've had a full-on assessment, Connor. Have you passed? So I think what I'm going to do first is rework this, because I'm just not really digging it anymore. I might bring it up to here and then route it back in that way. Maybe take it around like that.
Happy anniversary.
And then just have a six-way road drop in either side. No, Dave, you said yesterday was kebab day. I remember you saying yesterday was kebab day. You can't have a kebab today as well. No, every day is not kebab day. Absolutely not. You can't have a takeaway day every day of the week. It's pizza day for you.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Let's get our junction in first, and then figure the rest out. Grown a beard, is this a mirror universe? Well, you wouldn't know if it was. Sniffer, 37 months. What's the plan for DCS as I need practice? I switched on my flight sim rig this afternoon. I updated all of my DCS, installed the modules and things, ran it and made sure the Hornet was working, although I've not configured any controls for it yet. Also installed the Spitfire and that kind of thing. I then ran my X-Plane, updated my X-Plane setup, which is mostly updated now.
Welcome back.
And then had to stop and do this stream. So I'm almost back with my X-Plane, and my DCS is almost operational again. Mavis Leonard, welcome back. Kid the Funkadelic, welcome back. Jorgen from Norwegia, that's changed. Maybe you should make the magic roundabout in Swindon. That would solve all the traffic. We've had that mod before, and used it. Interestingly. See, look, I've got Baz's latest creations, look. Baz's late crazy stuff.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Let's see, what would it be? It'd be a 6-lane. Look at this mod tool. 6-lane, there we go. Let's see what that finds. Not very much. Well, that's not very impressive. Global prop decal. Tree, global. Ploppable. Ploppable? Is it possible to combine tourism or leisure with residential in the same district? Tourism or leisure. So you have to spec out the district that you want. So for example, commercial, office, or residential specializations. Residential, you can have self-sufficient buildings or normal residential. With that one, you've got tourism, leisure, organic and local produce, and no commercial specialization. So you basically go leisure or tourism mostly. Causes noise pollution, attracts tourists. So yeah, residents don't love noise pollution very much, and probably don't like tourists either. Trucker, Crasher, go over to SquirrelPlus. The yesterday's VOD will be there very shortly.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
That's one-sided highway. I don't want that. I want the 6 to 4. No, I want 6 to 6, I think. 6 lane to 6 lane without tunnel. That's the one I had. Okay, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. What do you mean slope too steep? What? There we go. Right then. Good evening, Zinem. Anyone having Battlefield 5 matchmaking problems on PC? Don't play it, Chris. I have no idea, sir. Trying to think how I want to link that through. I think this here will just be a normal. Let's make this into a 6 lane actually. Connect that through to the... You fired up Bad Company 2, joined an EA server and ranked level 25 with 1 kill. It was hacked. Oh my god, Whiteland, really? Wow. Wow. Your first server you joined was a hacked server. Flippin' heck. Oh, I have to move that. It's annoying. Still, you got some free XP, Whiteland. Looking on the bright side. Flying tanks? That actually sounds like a fun mod. Just over 1 million XP with 6 kills. Dear me.
Welcome back, Nutter.
I need to fix all the arrows on this as well. Mr. Jackie Changi, thank you for 13 months. Chris6601, welcome back. Matty, welcome back. Breaking Cyber, welcome back. Josh Gear in 2 months. Love to watch the stream. Thank you, Josh.
Welcome back, Nutter.
And about specialisation, what happened if you give the district a tourism specialisation and zone a few blocks of residential? It's realistic, but to only have one. It'll let you do it. It's a matter of whether residents will move in. I don't know. I don't know how they would react to that. It'd be safer to keep a ridge though. That's better. So maybe if you bring this road down and round here, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So if we create a flat bit for it. And then...
Welcome back, Nutter.
Sweep the road down.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
And then we'll smooth all this off later. Why is that Wyland? Wow. Surely though, Wyland, there must be some servers where it's not hacked. Surely you can find some. Lord Helbo, love the new look and the stream layout. Thanks for the 17 months and hope for many more. Thank you, Lord Helbo. Given the amount of traffic coming through though, it might be wise to put some relief roads into it. That was an official EA server. That's actually quite scary. Uh-oh. Oh, dang it. Problem is, I don't really want to fly over there, you know? You just wanted to play some BF5, and of course the server's down because of a demo. A demo? What do you mean, Chris? A demo? Good evening. James, no worries. No worries at all. Actually, I could just downgrade this road. And still leave the subway there. Or we could do, actually, we could put a bus station here. Like a proper bus depot. Put that opposite the metro. Is it wise having it so close to that junction, though? I'm not sure it is. You was right, it was the MAN that was announced. I actually looked at the screenshot and thought, yeah, that definitely is not a Renault Range T. Bus, tram and metro hub. Actually, that's a good call. Although I don't... what does that come under? Multi-platform end station. Tram depot. Trouble is, it's only like the monorail bus hub.
Happy anniversary.
I don't think they have an equivalent. Metro monorail train hub. Don't think they have an equivalent of this. That doesn't have monorail, and I don't really want monorail. Which is annoying. Like, why didn't they do that but for just a tram? It does have graphics mod, Swedish Chris. Some of them don't work anymore, though. I don't think that's a good idea in that location, to be fair. Let me finish this off. Mr. Cat Straiter. What are the traffic problems today? Actually, I don't know. I've not really looked. I don't think we've got any significant issues. Like, that's just heavy. It's like, it's heavy but moving in the right places, you know? So yeah. Everything's flowing currently, but, you know, there's plenty of time to break it all over here. That should really be vehicle restricted, I think. Definitely no cars, and I don't think trucks need to go down though. I think that's a service-only sector. So that should help. You can't wait for the new truck, then you can buy another one for personal use and MP since I own every single truck in the game except the Magnum, but that will change as soon as well, so I can have another one to flip over. Yes, November Papa. But then, you know, the console version never had all the mods either, which is... I don't think I could play this game without mods now, you know? Okay, right and turn only. Straight on, no left. Right turn only. No left turn. Straight on, straight on. That should be that. Remember the majestic truck, yeah. Console version of Cities Neverine, yes. Yeah, it's on the Xbox, but like I say, I don't think I could deal with it. Never mind the lack of mouse. Let's see, right turn, straight on there. So if you want to go left, you go that way. Okay. We'll have to see how that flows. Your dad's still liking the beard? When I get tax unlocked, how much should I set it to? The most you'll get away with is 13% on the low dense. 13%. At some point, you may have to drop it to 12. But 13 is a good starting point, and 9 for the high density stuff. And that's pretty much about what you can get away with. Any more, they start to complain. I had to drop that to 12 just to shut a load of people up. The other thing to watch out, though, is your budget. And the best way to manage your budget is to get the Vitals mod, which is this mod here. Because with this, you can basically fine-tune the budget because you can see what your availability is. So if your electricity availability is like right up here on the green chart, then lower your budget and it'll bring that notch down. And just basically ride it so it's just over into that area there. That's where you want it to be, just past yellow. Like healthcare availability right now is stupidly high because we had a death wave. So if I adjust that, then the bar should come snapping back. Unless I've got way too much. Yeah, I've got far too many hospitals. But otherwise, if you don't do that, then particularly in the early game, you'll run out of money because you'll be wasting it. These budgets will be too high. What does the bottom slider mean? This one. A higher budget increases extractors, processing buildings, and unique factories production rates, as well as allowing them to house more vehicles. It's one of those kind of hard to measure things. Oh, I see. Yeah, the lowest slider, it's daytime and nighttime. Is what it is. Daytime and nighttime, which doesn't really apply to me because I have it fixed in daytime. But you know, at night you may have to do different things to in the daytime. For example, your heating bill. Like if you're playing on a winter map, then suddenly at nighttime, everybody puts their lights on, everybody puts their heating on, and you need to allow more money at night than you do in the day. And in the day, you might have loads of solar panels going, you know what I mean? So, but if you're not playing it at night time, then you just move the sliders together, and the bottom one doesn't really matter. Ekalos, I happened to walk into a dart shop today and accidentally bought a 140. SMD Security, I got outsmarted by an 8-year-old on Sunday with no Sunday night truck, and they asked if they could watch a YouTube one. They chose the one. They got to stay up extra 38 minutes quoting deals of a deal. Oh, you got wrecked. Keybob, 28 months. I might have to stop my sub after this month. Oh no. No problem, Keybob. No problem, sir. Thank you for 28 months of support all the way, though. How to Slave 46, Paul Hopple as well. What is the new song you're using on the intro to the stream? I really like it. I would like the mods to have a link to it. If you run the intro command, it tells you what it is, and then you can just Google it. You've been subbed since 1994. Of course you have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that goes through there, that links to there, that comes down that way. Only issue could be the traffic at this junction. I don't think the metro should sit there, really. Dang it, I'm going to have to break the metro system, which I already put in place. Ekalos, 140 euros of gear, needed a new board and darts so they had a sale, and yeah, I got carried away. Right, I thought you were making a joke about 140 and stuff, but so you basically went into a dart shop and spent 140 euros on dart gear? That's amazing. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Was that because we talked about it yesterday? Is that why you did that? Are there trams in the game, Chris? Yes. 140. I love the darts announcers. I love the way they do it. That's the best thing. Right, I think... Oh, no. There you go. Now, hopefully when I unpause this, it will snap back the routing, because that's the same station moved, so hopefully it'll work that one out, but we shall see. You love Dutch darters, what do you mean, Devil Dude? You saw an interview with the WDC announcer, he said it's just a normal voice, many thought he was a heavy smoker. What I like is, depending on what score they get, the way that, like, the tone of his voice changes. Like, they'll throw the 3 darts and he'll go, 100, like that. But if they get 120, he'll be like, slightly up, 120. And if he gets 140, it'll be like, 140. And then if he gets 180, it's like, 180. It's just hilarious. It's almost like the commentator's invested in the whole thing when he really isn't. Okay, this is broken. So yeah, GG game. Drag stop to move. There we go. But it gets the crowd going. And that's what people want. Metro system. I'm going to move... Where should I move it to? I'm not happy with that bus depot being where it is. I think it's going to create too much traffic on that junction. The bus depot needs to be like central. It needs to be in here, I think. Six lane with we've not used a 6 lane with decorative trees. Let's get that used. Sounds fun. Oh, we can even use this, actually. Kind of makes sense to have a bus lane and then put the bus depot off it. Maybe on this bit. Maybe this can be the more the servicey bit. Darts gets annoying. Why? Bullseye commentator sounded like he was constipated. What, you mean Jim Bowen? W. Buckman, 35 months, just got home 4:45 AM after a Friday night shift taxi driving. Oof. You need to go to bed now. Four lane with bus lane. Let's think about this.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Large avenue with bus lanes. It's a bit posh for what we're doing here. Taxing on a Friday night equals nope, Jersek. If you're a taxi driver, that's like peak time for your money. NC 1025 with a full year. Oh yeah. Happy anniversary, NC. My favourite sport? I don't know. I like motorsports mostly. Why isn't there like a high density road with bus lanes? Let's see what we got. Large road decoration grasses. That's too big really, I think. I don't want a bus only thing. Oh, it could be kind of fun to have one though. I like curling. I actually think, I've never ever tried curling, but I think it's quite interesting to watch because I was talking to the mods just before the stream about the World Indoor Bowls is on at the moment, and I've been watching some of that, and it's kind of like, well, bowling and curling are very similar in the sense that, you know, you're kind of throwing something down the lane, getting it in the target and near the jack or whatever. They're not too dissimilar, apart from one's on ice. But I've never tried curling, but it is interesting to watch because unlike, you know, curling, unlike bowling, you know, it's not just about the person. Like curling, they let go of the stone, but that person's then shouting instructions to the, what do they call the brushers, the people who rub the ice to make it go quicker. There's still more to do after you let go of the stone, whereas in bowls, the moment you let go of the ball, that's it, you're done. You just got to wait for it to stop. It's huge here. They have a men's world championships in a few months. You don't understand it. Get a rock and a ring is all I know. Yeah, but you could simplify any game like that. Most sports you could simplify. You could say, well, you know, NASCAR, you just drive around in circles. What's the point of that? You could say golf spoils a good walk, just knocking a ball in a hole. You know, tennis, you're just continuously hitting a ball backwards and forwards between yourself. What are you doing? You know, you could simplify a lot of sports. Like curling, I've no doubt, is a very difficult sport to play well. I think we'll just go for a 4-line high dense road and be done with this. Curling is the only Olympic sport I could see a guy like me competing in. That is true. It is an Olympic sport. Oh, levels, levels, levels.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Like in the Winter Olympics, there aren't many things that I watch, but curling is one of them. Game Plus, what are you doing? Why is that flattening that, but it's still got... There we go. Still got an annoying ridge. They're trying to get snooker into the Olympics. I doubt it will. Honestly, can't see that happening. So if we put this maybe... yeah, if we put this over here... Come on, game, catch up, please. Thank you. I don't think... It's not really work. I don't know where the other stop's gone. The one on the red line. It's like, usually it's here, but it's gone. I had a meat feast pizza yesterday, Riz. If they can have a shooting a gun in the Olympics, why not snooker? I'm not really sure I understand your argument. If they can shoot a gun in Olympics, why not snooker? I think... Isn't shooting quite a popular sport, though? There we go. I like that more. And of course, I'll have to have footpaths and stuff going down the side of this thing. So you need to walk from the metro to the bus stop, get the bus, whatever. Probably do something with this bit here, a little plaza maybe. What happened to the green screen, Goon Boy? It's rolled up and sat in the corner of my room. I'm okay, thank you, Presley. Shooting is usually part of the triathlon. They're just marksman events. I don't know. Archery's part of Olympics though, isn't it? I'm not really sure what the criteria are for getting a sport into the Olympics. Let's face it, snooker is cool and worth watching. Snooker is snooker. I'll be honest with you, Dave. I love watching snooker, but that's because I've played the game a lot. I understand the game a lot. Watching somebody shoot, I think is kind of like watching paint dry, is it not? Like, because they hold themselves very, very still, and then they pull the trigger without moving, and you hear a crack, and then you see them hit a hole in a piece of card. I honestly can't see what's exciting about that. They're not really playing against anybody, they're just trying to get the highest score they can. So it's not even a one-on-one competitive sport like snooker is. At least you can watch a player go up against a player, whereas in shooting, they're just going up against a scoreboard.